Well, here we are filming for the Church Planner's Guide to Finance. Welcome to those of you that are watching. This is our introduction to the course. Chris, can't believe we're here.
Yeah, I'm excited to get rolling. Excited to teach this course with you and to help resource church planners. Maybe let's just start off. Tell us about the course and why we're doing this and how we're doing it.
Yeah, so this course really was developed from an ebook that we launched this July that was trying to guide church planners really from everything from entity setup and getting registered with the IRS and local state governments, all the way to how to teach well on biblical stewardship. And it came from my own story of church planning and realizing, hey, whenever I planted back in 2011, there was no guide. And so we just kind of had to go out there, figure it out, make mistakes. And a lot of planters and pastors that we work with have had that experience. And it can be overwhelming just to figure out what do you need to do financially to get set up well as a church. And so we put together the ebook to try to give church planters and young churches a step-by-step guide to everything they need to know and think about financially to put them on the road to God honoring stewardship. So that's a little bit about how it came about. And we've basically taken the ebook and we're going to dive deeper with this course. So if you've seen the ebook, you've seen some of the basic ideas that we're going to cover, but in the course, we're going to create video lessons for each chapter in the book that dive deeper into those topics. And so we're really hoping to that you'll read the ebook, and then after you've kind of read that and it's given you kind of an outline, you'll watch the videos, and in the videos, we'll kind of take it a step deeper and give you our kind of expert, if you will, opinion on some of those things. So we're going to have a variety of formats of lessons. We'll have some conversations where we're sitting like this and talking about certain topics. We'll have some lectures where I'm reading from a slideshow and walking you through things on a screen share. We're also going to have some lessons where we're just lecturing and talking about topics in a very clear and concise way. And you can take the course from A to Z. You can start from the beginning if you're there and just go all the way to the end. Or if there's certain parts of it that you need, you can just dive right in and watch those videos that are helpful. And so that's a little bit about how it'll work. You'll read the ebook, watch the videos, and then each lesson is also going to have resources. We're going to post resources and links where the content will be posted on, and you can sign up for the course. And those resources will take you to different websites. We'll give you different templates relating to the lessons that we're covering for that particular lesson.
Yeah, that's great. I love how you mentioned the application resources that we'll have for each lesson. I actually, as of the day we're filming this, was with a group of church planners yesterday walking through this content, and they learned similar to me. When I hear the information, it's good, but to really get it to stick, I have to put pen to paper or type something out and get that, flesh out what I'm hearing in that and apply it. And so we'll give you opportunities to apply it to your church and your context. I really like how you've put this content together. You thought well through the 11 chapters and how they're ordered. I think you've broken it up into 5 phases, right? It's thinking like these are kind of the 5 areas you really need to think through, and the lessons go in order as we're working through this content.
Yeah, we're going to start, in phase 1, which is basically essential setup. So your entity setup, writing your bylaws. If that's overwhelming, don't worry. We're going to talk about how to do that. We're going to give you resources for that, all the way to setting up a bank account in that phase. And then we're going to keep going from phase 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We're hoping to kind of land in phase 5, which is God-honoring stewardship, where if you've done the work to set these things in place in your church and you've not only listened and watched the lectures and read the resources, but you, like you said, put it into practice in your local church, then you're going to be set up for God-honoring stewardship, which we close with 2 final lessons talking about making sense of your financials and then teaching in your local church about giving and stewardship. We think that'll really set your church plan up well for God honoring stewardship, which is one of our passions as a company. So
if you're listening to this, you may have already figured it out, but Josh, how will this course be able to be accessed?
Yeah, so it's gonna be completely online. We'll have a place where you can register, sign up, purchase the course, and then you'll get access and a username, password, login to our private website where you can then access the videos. You can have all the resources. All of that will be online. If you're a part of our ChurchBiz training subscribers, you'll get this included in your subscription library, so you don't have to do anything if you're already signed up for that. It'll just be added to that subscription library. But for those who aren't, you can purchase the course and register on our website. We'll have that up, and where you can just go on and have it all online. You can watch the videos on your computer, on your phone. They stream really well. The website's really clean and easy to use. So.
Yeah, that's great. Love that info. I love what you've been sharing. Really excited about the course. We touched some on the why, the what, how we can access this. I want to expound on the why a little bit more, why we're passionate about filming this course. I couldn't think of a better way to do that than actually going back through what's in the ebook, this intro section. So I just want to take a second, read through this, and then give a final thing here in this intro. If you are reading this guide, you are likely a church planter who feels called to start a church or is currently leading a church plant. I would guess that you are passionate about preaching the gospel and establishing a church. Most church planters are focused on their calling to share and show the gospel in a specific location. You're passionate about gospel ministry, preaching, discipleship, and shepherding people. This is the work a church planter should focus on. Most of the time, church planters are not motivated by a love for finances and administration. And yet, church finance and administration are vital to the long-term health of your church. Because of this, church planters need to establish administrative and financial structures to support their church's growth and vision. While you don't need to be a church finance expert, having a basic understanding of this area is crucial. That's where this resource, this class comes in. ChurchBiz started back in 2008 to resource 2 church plants, and our commitment to supporting local churches remains an essential part of our DNA. So to help you with this, we have developed this guide. We have developed this course that walks you through the critical financial and administrative aspects of church planning. We've compiled 11 concise and practical chapters, lessons in this course, designed to help you set up your church for God-honoring stewardship. Use this as a step-by-step guide or jump directly to the lessons and chapters that address your specific needs. We pray it prepares the way for wise and faithful stewardship in your church plant. So that's why we're doing this, and just encourage everyone, jump on in. We look forward to walking through these 11 lessons together. Maybe you have a key core team member, a volunteer, a staff member. Maybe you're already starting to develop a finance team for your church plant. Have them take this along with you so you can be aligned with your vision and mission early on in your strategy around church finances. Yeah. Let's get started.